Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Where I am, we are getting a ton of snow. It has been snowing. This is day 2, and then there is supposed to be snow tomorrow, which is Tuesday, so we will see exactly how much snow we get, but I know that we're supposed to get around 7 inches, and I'd say there probably is around that right now. Today, if you haven't already seen, because it's like peeking here, I wanted to talk about the Bloom palette. The Blooms palette. The Blooms palette is a palette from ALTEREGO, which are pretty much a dupe brand. They dupe a lot of Natasha Denona palettes, and this is what this is. It's actually a dupe for the Love palette. So we'll take a look inside so you guys can get the idea. It's pretty much the exact same colors, just in a different lineup. I got this palette, and I got the Canyon, which I will be making videos for you guys for as well. But today we're going to talk about this because I wanted to do a Valentine's Day inspired look. I think I'm actually going to try to do a few Valentine's Day inspired looks with this palette. Maybe a couple others, just so if you don't obviously have this palette because it just came out on ALTEREGO's website, and you don't have the Natasha Denona one, so we'll see how that goes. But I do want to do a couple of Valentine's Day inspired looks. I even thought about doing like a 7-day, 7 different looks with just this palette. We'll see what I can keep up to, guys. So this look is in fact with this palette right here, and we're going to get to some swatching. I do have this cape, so you will see this at the second part of this tutorial. So here we have all these swatches, guys, and I will go over each of the colors as well. So this right here is the Black Dahlia. This is Paula. This is Daisy. This is Alzela. This is Peony. This is Snapdragon. This is Fuchsia, which is kind of like a duo chrome. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but it's like a orangish, reddish, goldish. This is Petunia, which is also actually duochrome. This is Lily, Lush, Violet, Orchid, and like pretty much the same skin tone. This is a petal, this is rose, and then this one down my elbow is hibiscus. On my eyes, I have Peony, I have Rose, I have Fuchsia, Petunia, Lily, hibiscus, and the Black Dahlia. So you will be able to see this coming up. I do really like this palette. I mainly have 2 Natasha Denona palettes, and they're like the 5-pan ones, and I do really feel like this is a good presentation of the way that those work as well. They really do blend really nicely, and I will say I bought also the ALTEREGO. This is their own base, but I feel like it's a dupe for a base, quite honestly. I know that the Urban Decay one, but it feels like that, but slightly more tacky. This is more of a tacky base, which a lot of people like, or a lot of people don't like, so it's kind of important to know. With these palettes, I feel like it's a good base. They don't stick anywhere to the point where you can't blend them, so even though it's sticky, it's grasping the colors, but not like patchy, where it's like as soon as you put the brush down, you know, it's hard to blend it out. It's not like that at all. It's a good type of sticky. I will say this, the only one that really gave me an issue, which you guys will see, is the Black Dahlia. I'm not sure, I tried like 3 different brushes with it. It did end up working out and smoking out to make it a little bit darker around the outer corners. So it did end up working out. It just, you know, needed a little bit more love than the rest of the colors will. The other ones blended like a dream, and the metallics are really beautiful. There are a few duo to maybe trichromes in there. So it's a beautiful palette in all. I would say that this is $16. If you don't want to pay Natasha Denona prices for Natasha Denona palettes, these are a great option. So next I'm going to do After Balloons, which is, like again I said, the Love palette. I am going to do Canyon, which is supposed to be a direct dupe for the Bronze palette. They do have other dupes there, and I wanted to try these two out to get a good feel for them before I invested more of my money in them. Now that I know that I like them, I will be doing more of them so that you guys can get a better take and see if it's something that you would like. At $16, and I believe the base was like maybe $6. It's a really great bang for your buck. Those words were coming out of my mouth. That was like such a old thing to say. But I would say over Natasha Denona's, because I love Natasha Denona's, but it's a really great way of being able to get the same quality, the same colors, the same love of a palette for not the same amount of price. Would I love to be able to compare the two? Yes. Am I able to? No. But I will say that they compare great to the other palettes that I do have from Natasha Denona. I also wanted to say that I have on me today the e.l.f. Camo, or it's the CC Camo Cream, and then I have the Camo, what is this? Concealer. And I love this. This literally can replace like all of my foundations and my other CC creams. It has collagen, peptides, and niacinamide with a SPF of 30. So I love it. I do show how this goes on. It really blends well. It has a healthy like shine to my face without being shiny at all. It is a full coverage, I would say. When you first put it on, I would say it's a medium coverage, but you can absolutely build it up to a full coverage, and this is full coverage for sure. I did use my Glamnetic lashes today, and other than that, you'll see everything right now. Alright guys, take a look.
So here I have a smaller precise crease brush I've dipped into peony. I am putting it mainly on the top of the crease on the outer sides and blending it in through the rest of the crease. I'm using this color mainly just as a base shade to have a foundation to start on. Now I've grabbed a little bit more of a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to dip it in rose and now pack it a little bit more on the outside corner, and then again bring it in to the crease, but making it a little bit lower into the crease than I had the last color. As you'll see, I kind of had an issue with the brush I was using, so I ended up getting a little bit more of a precise, more packed brush to be able to do this and keep it more directly into the crease. And now I'm just going to go back into that big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to add a little bit more of that peony that I lost in blending the other color to each eye. Now I'm going to dip into Black Dahlia, and I'm going to stamp it on the outer corners of the eye. I had a little issue with this color and getting it to build up the way that I wanted to, so I ended up switching brushes to a more thin packer that I could then easily pull into the crease of the eye. So I packed it on the outside and then slowly built it on the inside. Now I'm just going to get a flat shader brush to blend the colors in together, giving it a more seamless look. And one more time, very quickly, I'm just going to go into peony and blend everything in the top. Now I'm going to do this trick I know, where you dip into the Too Faced or any type of concealer, put it on the bottom and blink up, and that'll show you the line that you're going to use for your cut crease. I'm now going to take my brush and dip it into Lily and give it a spray for more payoff. Although I end up having a hard time and having to use my finger for the shade, I would say this shade is probably going to be best just going in finger first, and then I did use the brush to pat more on over top of it. So now I'm actually going to go back to the brush and dip it in a hibiscus and use it on that outer corner. I did try my finger for a second, but it just wasn't working. So this actual shade works better with a brush. Now I'm going to take my finger, dip into Petunia, and I'm going to place it the closest to the center, almost like a halo eye, that I can. So in between the first and second color. Now I'm taking my pencil brush and I'm dipping it right back into Black Dahlia. I'm going a little bit along the corner again, coming down along the lash line a little bit, and then going right back through the crease just to blend everything back, anything that the shimmer went over, and making it look more defined again. I'm now going to use that same brush in my color switch, dip it into Fuchsia, and then I'm going to do the under part of my eyes. I'm going to underline my eyes and have it connect to the corner top of my eyes, making everything blend together as one. I'm going to run that same brush through the color switch, take the color Peony, and run it through the bottom lash line again to connect to the fuchsia. Finally, I'm going to use the color Daisy in my inner corner and then drag it ever so slightly into the waterline where the peony color is. Now using the Cocoa Contour from Too Faced, I'm just going to contour my cheeks in a sweeping upward motion. Here I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer to just brighten up my face a little bit, and I'm also going to use the Cocoa Contour light color to go under my eyes, my nose, and my forehead. This way I am like enlightening the rest of my face. I then am going to go into the pink color of the Ofra that we just received. Nope, I've changed my mind. I'm going to go into the Hourglass Ambient Light Blush, which gives you a little bit of a highlight as well. And then I actually am going to go back into that Ofra Cosmetics palette, use the pink color, highlight my cheeks, the tip of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. Ah, that faces me in pain from sitting too long. Then I'm going to use the Maracuja Oil Spray just to let the powders all settle into my face while the Beauty Blender pushes everything inward. I'm also going to now take a smaller angled eye brush to do underneath of my brows, the inside of my eyes, and the tip of my nose for a brighter highlight pop. This is a Gerard Cosmetics liquid liner. I'm just going to take a very little bit of this and do a very thin line on my lash line, just so that when my lashes sit, it doesn't look like any type of gapping. Sorry, I'm still getting used to taping this, which is why my mirror keeps sitting in front of the camera. This is really just a regular cheap Revlon eyelash curler. I used to be scared to death of these things, but they really help when putting mascara on, which is my Pat McGrath mascara, to help the lashes curl upwards so that they fit better with the false lashes. Here I'm going in with my Pat McGrath. This is a really dark black eyeliner. Sorry, I keep doing the thing with the mirror again, but I'm really just watering my underneath my lash waterline just so it really looks super black. I also am going to go in slightly on the bottom outside corners. So I've really been loving the Glamnetic lashes. This is the liquid liner that comes with it. It can sometimes be slightly hard to work with. Today it was. You'll see me kind of struggle a little bit, but in the end I got them on.
So thank you so much for hanging out, for checking out my look that I did with blooms. I will try to do a few more looks with this palette, as well as several of different looks with maybe a few other palettes for Valentine's Day or Valentine's Day inspired looks, I guess you should say. Purples, pinks, reds. You guys know the deal. So I did want to shout out another content creator who I've been enjoying, and her name is Sharma Sevens. I will add that over here as well. I've really been enjoying her, and I just wanted to shout different content creators out each video that I have, so please go check her out and enjoy her. She also does unboxings as well, so give her a like and a follow. I will see you guys on the next time, and I'm gonna go try to get this off my arm, as well as stay away from the 7 inches of snow we have outside. Please be safe out there if you are in a state where you're getting a lot, well, anywhere, but especially if you're in a place where you're getting a lot of snow right now. Drive safe, stay in the house. Sending light and love to all of you. So have a wonderful beginning of your week, guys. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye. Holy crap.
It's staying! Ah!
Oh my god.
What the flip?
Eight. Get it.
Guys, we just caught a shiny swell balloon in the wild area. That was the first shiny we have ever caught.
Here it is. And here comes this one. Ooh, happy day. Okay, go. Ew. Yeah, baby.
What else can we shiny?
I don't know. You gotta tell me.
Oh, there is some stuff.
You're the Pokemon master.
I don't. But I do know you can get a shiny. I do know you can get a shiny.
Look at those curls popping. Go ahead.
Circle.
Oh no.
And then
Shiny Circuleo.
Shiny.
A shiny Dynamax Circuleo.
That's actually.
Ah. Hi. Ah.
You should look up shiny Pokemon in the
Oh no, don't start. Don't start.
You should look up shiny.
I want shiny Lulu. I definitely want shiny Lulu. Yeah, look, shiny Bulbasaur.
Ah.
Oh, every single shiny. Shiny Grookey.
Grookey.
Shiny Evaporator.
Ah.
Ready? Cool.
Ah.
Right?
Yaddy yaddy.
Oh, geez, that's a.
Yaddy yaddy.
Ah,
Body
look at a fish. Look at a fish. Okay.
To face product first or not face product first? That is the question. Why? How about we do this part first, but we don't do the concealer
Guys,
first.
if you can see,
We can't let the man find out that we can shape shift.